Hello everyone, welcome to Apti Plus Academy for Civil Services. This is a video on monthly policy review which is being released by PRS. So I'll be discussing MPR for the month of March. So news that has been reported in the month of March, we are discussing that entire news in month of April. So by the name of March, I mean the news here we are discussing is completely from March that we'll be discussing in month of April, right? So let's get started. So a brief about the PRS Legislative Research. This was founded in 2005. It is an independent research initiative and you can read more about the PRS in their website. They provide independent research supports to the Member of Parliament and Member of Legislative Assembly. The research center is located at New Delhi. Now we'll start our topic-wise important news that was reported in the entire month of March, and we'll see some of the news from prelims and mains examination perspective. So the first is Insurance Amendment Bill 2021, right? So we have discussed this in daily news analysis as well, but some important point that is again relevant for both prelims and mains examination. Insurance Amendment Bill 2021 was passed by the Parliament recently, and the bill amend the Insurance Act 1938. So remember this, you have to remember because this is something which can be important for the prelims examination. Now what exactly has happened in this insurance bill? So the bill call or the amendment bill which allow the foreign investors to hold up to 49% of the insurance capital in India. Like अगर इंडिया की इंश्योरेंस कंपनीज की बात करें तो अभी तक प्रेजेंट में सिर्फ 49% तक अलाउ की जाती थी, बट what amendment has bring? The amendment has brought that there would be changes in the foreign investment, and now the companies can have the investment in insurance up to 74%. So this is a major changes that has been brought by the amendment in the Insurance Amendment Bill 2021. And it also removed the restrictions of ownership and control. So ownership or control पे जो restrictions लगाई गई थी, that has also been removed. However, जो foreign investors होंगे, they may be subject to further additional condition prescribed by the central government. It is not like that they would be very easily spending on the insurance sector or the insurance companies. There are some other rules and regulation that the foreign companies has to adhere. Now coming to the types of insurance, so this is important for you. Basically there are 5 types of insurance plan in India. The first is called term plan, the second is called unit linked insurance plan, third is basically a child plan, fourth is endowment plan, and fifth is a retirement plan. So each plan is meant for every people according to their demand. People choose any of the plan. Term plan is basically to secure family against any certainty. You have to pay the amount, and if any mishappening happen, you will have to, the company is going to bear the entire cost. Unit linked insurance plan, this is called insurance B, investment B, and child plan is basically for a higher educations to the child. Endowment plan is like both, it provide insurance as well as saving, right? And retirement plan is for getting the financial independence to make people independent while they retire. Now this is another infograph about the insurance coverage in India. So if you talk like rural coverage and the urban coverage, so in rural India, the people who are covered is only 14%, and 86% of the people are still not having the health insurance cover. Now talking about the urban area, अगर शहरों में बात करें तो सिर्फ यहाँ पे 82% लोग ऐसे हैं जो कि अनकवर्ड है और मात्र 18% लोग ऐसे हैं जो कि कवर्ड है. सो अगेन द नंबर इज नॉट वेरी ग्रेट कंपेरेटिवली फ्रॉम द रूरल इंडिया, ओनली 4%, एंड हियर इज द 4% डिफरेंस, राइट? नाउ द अदर न्यूज दैट इज National Insurance for Pharmaceutical Education and Research Amendment Bill. So this is again something which can be important for the prelims examination, and important further point can be asked for you. Now, the National Institute of Pharmaceutical Education and Research Amendment Bill, this was introduced in Lok Sabha, और ये जो पूरी बिल की कोशिश है is to amend the National Institute of Pharmaceutical Education and Research Act of 1988. So what does bill call for? It called for the establishment of National Institute of Pharmaceutical Education and Research in Punjab and declare it as an institutional of national importance. So NINA, right? INI, Institute of National Importance, is something where the education would be at par quality. Now, what are the key amendments जो नई institutions होगी? Basically, if you talk about the new institution of national importance, so the bill declares 6 additional national institute of pharmaceutical educations and research at institution of national importance. और ये कहाँ पे located होगी? This location is very important. में आप इसमें check कर सकते हैं आप क्या ऐसी किसी location में रहते हैं. The first is Ahmedabad, second is Hajipur, third is Hyderabad, Calcutta, Guwahati and Raebareli. So these are the 6 places that government has found to set up the another National Institute of Pharmaceutical Educations and Research. Now, establishment of the council, there would be establishment of the council or bill के मुताबिक. So the bill provide for the council to coordinate the activities among the institute. Under the bill, it would also ensure कि जो development है pharmaceutical educations की, चाहे वो research हो या maintenance work हो, उसकी जो standard है, that has to be maintained at the par level. Now, functions of the council, क्या क्या किस तरह से जो काउंसिल है वो काम करेगी. सो सबसे फर्स्ट है एडवर्टीजिंग ऑन द मैटर रिलेटेड टू कोर्स ड्यूरेशंस. एडमिशंस किस तरह से होंगे, एडमिशन के स्टैंडर्ड्स क्या होंगे, इंस्टीट्यूट की क्या लेवल है, क्या बेंचमार्क है, उसके अकॉर्डिंगली ये फंक्शंस करेगी. फॉर्मुलेटिंग द पॉलिसीज फॉर रिक्रूटमेंट, कंडीशन ऑफ सर्विसेज एंड फीस वुड बी डिसाइडेड बाय द काउंसिल. And third, examining and approving the development plan of the institute. So these are some of the core area upon which the council will be acting upon. Now, National Biotechnology Development Strategy 2021-2025. Biotechnology is something which is important for your General Studies paper 3 in the mains paper, and at the same time, it is also relevant for the prelims examination also. So the Department of Biotechnology has been released recently और जो ये strategy है ये aim करती है to make India globally competitive in the biotechnology research, innovation and industries. तो size की अगर बात करें biotechnology Indian industry की, this is estimated to be around $63 billion in 2019. So this is the latest figure we have. And this strategy aims to increase this to $150 billion. तो पूरा जो एम है इस स्ट्रैटेजी का जो 2025 तक के लिए टारगेट की गई है उसमें ये $63 बिलियन को बढ़ा करके $150 बिलियन तक करने की बातें कही गई है. Now, क्या फोकस एरिया होंगे अपॉन द विजन ऑफ द 2021 till 2025 बायोटेक्नोलॉजी फील्ड में कहाँ पे काम करेगी. सो दिस इंक्लूड रिसर्च एकेडमिक पार्टनरशिप, venture capital for high risk science, expenditure on research and development by the industries, link between research and commercialization, quality assurance as per international standard. So these are some of the important focuses area upon which the biotechnology process would be working. Now, some key initiatives, it's called for setting up 10 strategic location clusters, 5 बायो जो मैन्युफैक्चरिंग जोन्स हैं उनको स्पेशल इकोनॉमिक जोन के विसिटी में बनाना, 100 बायो इंक्यूबेटर्स, 100 रूरल बायो रिसर्च टेक्नोलॉजी क्लस्टर्स, बायो डिज़ाइन इन IIT, NIT एंड IIITs जो इंडियन इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन टेक्नोलॉजीज होते हैं वहाँ पे इसके इस्टेब्लिशमेंट करना. सो गवर्नमेंट इज ट्राइंग टू ब्रॉडन द एरिया, ब्रॉडन द कवरेज. Biotechnology angle network in catalyzing the early stage of investment, international clubbing in the areas such as agriculture and clean energy, new biotechnology park actively participating in the state government, और जो focus होगी that would be mission on the national priority including climate change, एक सबसे बड़ी priority, second climate resilient crop, and third is nutrition. So these are some of the important priority that government is looking forward to work upon and setting up of all the above mentioned points. Now, उसके अलावे it will also ensure import of substitutions as well as enhance the export of the key products, जहाँ पे इंडिया अपने आप में एक बहुत ही ग्लोबली एक कम्पिटिटिव मार्केट में जो ग्लोबल मार्केट है वहाँ पे स्टैंड करना चाहता है. डेवलपिंग रेगुलेटरी गाइडलाइन फॉर एमर्जिंग टेक्नोलॉजी सच एज gene editing, defining policy and sharing the biological data. Also, they would be developing the national biosafety and biosecurity network for the epidemic. Considering the fact that the COVID-19 has impacted the entire world and India being among the top countries and among the top first countries to come up with the vaccines, so it is potentially very high that India could also have some other advancement in terms of epidemic diseases. So promoting skill development in the area of biotechnology and enhancing the employability, which is something very important for government. Now, draft plastic waste management amendment rule 2021. This is again something important for you. Factual question can again be asked in the prelims examination. So the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change had invited comments on the draft plastic waste management rule. और बात करें इस रूल की, तो ये रूल अमेंड करती है प्लास्टिक वेस्ट मैनेजमेंट रूल्स जो है 2016 को. And what does 2016 rule call for? So the rule emphasize on reductions of plastic waste. किस तरह से जो plastic waste है उनको कम किया जाके. So basically we as an individual, आप या मैं, सारे लोगों की ये दायित्व बनती है. We have a responsibility that we should be a citizen, so that we could not have plastic, we could not splitting out plastic, and we cannot give thrown plastic everywhere in the roadside. We have to be a citizen who is vigilant enough to take care of it. Sometimes if you visit the seas or ocean area, you find that a lot of clutter of plastic waste is accumulated in the basically in the area on the roadside. So it is our responsibility that we do not throw plastic on roads, and we take care, and even we educate other people as well. Now, key amendments की अगर बात करें तो ban on plastic items. So the draft amendment seeks to impose ban on the manufacturing, sale and use of certain plastic item from January 2022. This is something that the bill call for. Let's see how government would be implementing it. Now, the key area includes earbud with plastic sticks for balloons, plastic flags, candy sticks, and ice cream sticks, right? So these would be included. Now, thickness of carrying bag. This is again something important. जो 2016 के rule है वो specify करती है thickness को, and no, that has to be again increased at least 50 micron तक रखने की बात कही गई है. And the draft rule, the new rule seeks to increase it to 120 micron. So 50 से 120 करने की बात की गई है. This number is again very important. This can be asked in examination. Now, the amendment add the thickness to the sheets of non-woven plastics that should be at least 60 gram per square meter. This is also known as GSM और 240 microns. आप कभी भी अगर टॉवेल या फिर पिलो खरीदते होंगे तो उसको GSM या ब्लैंकेट खरीदते हैं तो GSM से मेजर किया जाता है. GSM इज लाइक कि पर स्क्वायर किलोमीटर, पर स्क्वायर जो मीटर्स हैं उस पर कितनी उसकी थ्रेड्स को यूज की गई है, राइट? Now, code on wage. This is Central Advisory Board Rule 2021. So the Ministry of Labor and Employment has notified code on wage. This is for Rule 2021, and these rules will apply to all central sector and the establishment. जितनी भी establishment है उन पे ये काम करेगी, उस पे ये applicable होगी. क्या क्या की फीचर्स हैं? फर्स्ट इज द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ द बोर्ड. तो ये कोड प्रोवाइड करती है कि कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन हो एक सेंट्रल एडवाइजरी बोर्ड की, और ये जो रूल एप्लीकेबल होगी इस बोर्ड पे, दिस इंक्लूड 12 पर्सनल रिप्रेजेंटिंग एम्प्लॉयज, 12 पर्सनल रिप्रेजेंटिंग एम्प्लॉयज एंड 11 इंडिपेंडेंट पर्सन, और जहाँ के 2 मेंबर ऑफ पार्लियामेंट होंगे, प्रोफेसर्स होंगे, और अपनी फील्ड के जो एक्सपर्ट्स हैं उनकी भी रिप्रेजेंटेशन होगी. 5 रिप्रेजेंटेशन फ्रॉम द स्टेट गवर्नमेंट वुड बी देयर. दिस टुगेदर वुड बी कंस्टिट्यूटिंग द बोर्ड, राइट? Now, functions कैसे करेंगी बोर्ड? The code provide that the board will advise the central government on various issues, including the fixation of minimum wages, increasing the employment opportunities for women. So the main focuses would be on how to improve the employment opportunities for women. Production linked incentive scheme for the food processing. This is again something which is very important. अगर PLI schemes की बात करें, गवर्नमेंट ने ऐसे 10 सेक्टर आइडेंटिफाई किए हैं जहाँ पे PLI schemes को बहुत ही ज़्यादा डोमिनेट तरीके से गवर्नमेंट फंडिंग कर रही है, and they want it to improve. So the Union Cabinet has approved the production link incentive scheme for the food processing industries. और इस स्कीम की बात करें, इट्स एम टू सपोर्ट द मैन्युफैक्चरिंग इंसेंटिव्स, और एक्सपेंशन जो है पूरी फूड इंडस्ट्रीज की उसको कैसे एक्सपैंड किया जा सके विद स्ट्रॉन्ग ब्रांडिंग थ्रू इंटरनेशनल ब्रांडिंग, राइट? सो वी आर ट्राइंग, व्हाट गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया इज ट्राइंग, दैट जो हमारे इंटरनेशनल ब्रांडिंग है फूड्स की वो अच्छी हो सके, चाहे वो पैक्ड फूड्स हो या ऐसे आइटम्स की जो डिमांड की जा रही है फॉरेन कंट्रीज में, उसके प्रोडक्शंस की, उसकी क्वालिटी को बढ़ाया जाए. Now, incentivizing the four major food product segments under the scheme, the government would be incentivizing manufacturing of plant machineries of four major food products that include ready to cook eat foods, processed vegetables and fruit, marine products, and mozzarella cheese. So, mozzarella cheese has been long demanded, has been a long demand for other developing countries or developed countries. मैन्युफैक्चरर्स की बात करें, मैन्युफैक्चरर्स विद मिनिमम स्पेसिफाइड स्केल टू मेक मिनिमम अमाउंट ऑफ इन्वेस्टमेंट, ये कुछ अमाउंट रखी गई है, विल सी दैट अमाउंट एज वेल. बट हाउएवर अगर कुछ कंडीशंस की बात करें, दे विल हैव नॉट एप्लीकेबल इन द केस ऑफ इनोवेटिव और ऑर्गेनिक प्रोडक्ट्स में एप्लीकेबल नहीं होंगे. जो स्मॉल एंड मीडियम एंटरप्राइजेज है, दे वुड बी डूइंग सम एरिया, स्कूल एरिया, दे वुड बी एक्सप्लोरिंग लाइक एग प्रोडक्ट्स एंड पोल्ट्री मीट्स. नो, अंडर द स्कीम गवर्नमेंट ने कुछ इंसेंटिव देने की बात की गई है. इसमें 6 ईयर के लिए इस प्लान को एक्सपैंड किया जाएगा. इनिशियली इट वुड बी 6 ईयर. इफ गवर्नमेंट फाइंड इट दैट इट इज वर्किंग, इट वुड बी फर्दर expanded. Now the initial corpus is 10,900 crore rupees that will be allocated under the scheme, and in addition 1,500 crore rupees would be provided to the grant support and marketing incentive as a strong brand, right? Now, these grant would be provided in in-store branding and self-spacing for the marketing, right? So this is something which is again very important. Government is trying to improve that. और अगर PLI स्कीम की बात करें, बहुत सारे इंपॉर्टेंट जगह पे PLI स्कीम काम कर रही है और it is working very fine, right? So PLI scheme is something which is important. You need to take care of it. प्रधानमंत्री स्वास्थ्य सुरक्षा Nidhi, this is something which is again important because government is focusing on building a robust healthcare infrastructure. अब COVID-19 ये बहुत ही ज़रूरी है कि गवर्नमेंट इसको अच्छे तरीके से मैनेज करे. Now the Ministry of Family Welfare बेसिकली इन्होंने एक नई प्लान कॉन्स्टिट्यूट की है दैट कॉल फॉर प्रधानमंत्री सुरक्षा निधि, राइट? And what it would be doing, like it would be creating a single non-savable fund in public account created with जो कि इसके जो प्रोसीड्स होंगे वो हेल्थ सेस और एजुकेशन सेस से लाए जाएंगे एंड इट वुड बी फर्दर यूटिलाइज्ड, राइट? सो अ नॉन लैप्सेबल फंड इज अनदर अनयूटिलाइज्ड फंड्स फॉर द फाइनेंशियल ईयर एंड ट्रांसफर टू द नेक्स्ट ईयर यूटिलाइजेशन. तो ये फंड एक नॉन लैप्सेबल फंड है, ये कभी भी लैप्स नहीं करेगी, ये आपको ध्यान रखना है. दिस इज समथिंग विच इज इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर द प्रीलिम्स एग्जामिनेशन. And it would create a fund that would be utilized for the another financial year as well, right? Now, बात करें इस स्कीम की, this would be utilized for various sector, that is like National Health Mission, आयुष्मान भारत Health Wellness Centers, आयुष्मान भारत प्रधानमंत्री जन आरोग्य योजना, and preparedness of health emergencies and response to them. Now, insurance ombudsman जो अमेंडमेंट रूल है 2021, उसमें क्या क्या चीज़ें हैं. Now, the Ministry of Finance notified the Insurance Amendment 2021 to amend the Insurance Amendment Rule 2017. और ये जो पूरी रूल्स है दैट प्रोवाइड फॉर द अपॉइंटमेंट ऑफ इंश्योरेंस ओम्बड्समैन इन हियरिंग डिस्प्यूट्स, जो कि इंपॉर्टेंट होगी पर्सनल इंश्योरेंस से रिलेटेड, ग्रुप इंश्योरेंस एंड इवन पॉलिसीज इशूड टू द सोल प्रोप्राइटरशिप ऑफ द माइक्रो एंटरप्राइजेस, राइट? Now, what are the key amendments that has been provided by Government of India? So the qualification of appointment of ombudsman is very important. They can ask you, he should have an experience in judicial services, civil services, administrative services. और ये जो 2021 की जो रूल है ये रिवाइज करेगी क्वालिफिकेशन क्राइटेरिया को भी. सो व्हाट ही वुड बी डूइंग, ही शुड हैव अ पोजीशन इन द जॉइंट सेक्रेटरी लेवल. दिस इज द फॉर्मल थिंग्स. ही शुड हैव सर्विस ऑफ 25 years एंड अ पर्सन वुड बी एलिजिबल ओनली इफ ही इज बिटवीन द एज ऑफ 55 to 65. सो ये कुछ छोटे मोटे पॉइंट्स है जो कि जनरली एग्जाम में पूछ लिए जाते हैं. The term of office under 2017 rule, and ombudsman was appointed for a term of 3 years and until he attained the age of 70. So what is the time duration? This is 3 years, right? And the rule decreases the age limit to 68 years, right? पहले 70 years थी, now it has been reduced to 68 years. Now 2017 rule allowed that the reappointment of the ombudsman to be can be done. The reappointment की जो procedure है वो हो सकती है. So reappointment is possible. And 2021 rule prohibit reappointment from any ombudsman. तो जो 17 की रूल थी उसमें reappointment की clauses थी, but जो नई rules आई है, this is for 2021, it's prohibit the reappointment of the ombudsman office. A selection committee of ombudsman. The 2070 rule provide for a selection committee for the selection of an ombudsman, और 2021 के जो rule है modify करेगी composition of the selection committee, right? So this is something which is again very important. Now this was all about the PRS for the month of March that we are discussing in April. So entire news that we have gathered on the March and discussing on April, and we can also watch a daily topic-wise news analysis from the Hindu and Indian Express. So this will help you to cope up with all the current affairs that is relevant for the examination, right? And if you're new to our channel, do not forget to subscribe Aptly Plus Academy for Civil Service on YouTube. If you like this video, do not forget to give thumbs up. If you have any other concern, do let us know. We'll be more than happy to assist you. For time being, I'm signing off. Wish you all the best. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you so much.